सब्सक्राइब कीजिए मेरे चैनल थिंकिंग लिटरेचर को और बेल आइकन को दबाइए लिटरेचर के वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए। Hello and welcome to my channel Thinking Literature. In this video we will discuss Dr. Faustus as a tragedy. So let's jump into it. Please watch this video complete and understand and then start to write. And if you like this video then please subscribe and leave a comment. Your appreciation motivates me to make more informative videos. So let's start. Dr. Faustus, a unique creation of Christopher Marlowe, conveys a deep conception of tragedy. And conflict is the essence or the soul of the tragedy, and it is born of some strong motivative cause. This conflict may be on the two plans, external and internal conflict. The external conflict generally occurs between the forces of two rival groups, and the internal conflict occurs between the forces of two opposite thoughts, desires, and emotions. Marlowe's Dr. Faustus illustrates this supreme spiritual conflict in the most forceful manner. मार्लोवे डॉक्टर फोस्टस के जरिए एक ट्रेजेडी की कॉन्सेप्ट देते हैं। कन्फ्लिक्ट को ट्रेजेडी का मूल कहा जाता है और ये कन्फ्लिक्ट दो तरीके से हो सकता है, एक्सटर्नल और इंटरनल। एक्सटर्नल कन्फ्लिक्ट दो प्रतिद्वंदी ग्रुप्स या समूह के बीच होता है और इंटरनल कन्फ्लिक्ट दो विपरीत विचारों, इच्छाओं और भावनाओं के बीच होता है। और मार्लोवे ने डॉक्टर फोस्टस में इस इंटरनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को बहुत ही शक्तिशाली रूप में चित्रित किया है। एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी करेज एंड इनडोमिटेबल विल, द प्ले डील्स विद द हीरोइक स्ट्रगल ऑफ अ ग्रेट सोल्ड मैन doomed to inevitable defeat. The entire novel in a Marlowean tragedy centers around the personality of the hero, and the pleasure comes from the watching the greatness and fall of a superhuman personality. Being a true Renaissance hero, Faustus surpasses his mortal bounds to be as powerful on earth. He finds some hope in necromancy. He therefore turns to magic and is elated by its prospects of profit, delight, power, honor. For all things that move between the quiet poles shall be at my command. A sound magician is a mighty god. मार्लोवे की ट्रेजेडीज एक ही पर्सनैलिटी के ऊपर घूमता है और जो प्लीजर है वो आता है उस पर्सनैलिटी के पतन को देखकर। क्योंकि फोस्टस एक रिनेसा हीरो है, वो शक्तिशाली होने के लिए सभी सीमाओं को पार करता है और जादू सीखने की ओर बढ़ता है। Deep spiritual conflict. Faustus is a modern man whose conscious self is opposed by the subconscious self, which is deeply attached to the conventional doctrines and dogmas of Christian theology. Throughout the play, Faustus staggers between doubt and faith and symbolized by the warnings of the good angel and the seductions of the bad angel as he moves towards his inevitable doom. He has been told by Mephistopheles the meaning of hell, but in his blind arrogance, he refuses to really grasp the implication of his action. Indeed, before the end of the play, Faustus undergoes mental torture born out of the opposing poles of his rational and emotional selves. To Mephistopheles, he arrogantly asserts, "Thinkest thou that Faustus is so fond to imagine that after this life there is any pain? Thus, these are trifles and mere old wives' tales." फोस्टस पूरे नाटक में इंटरनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से जूझ रहा होता है। एक तरफ गुड एंजल की चेतावनियां और एक तरफ बैड एंजल की बहकावे, और इस तरह वो पूरी तरह डाउट और फेथ के कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में फंस जाता है। इनहेरेंट वीकनेस. Faustus is dominated by ambition to acquire knowledge infinite and through it to gain superhuman power and satisfies his sensuous and mundane pleasures of life. His weakness is not a mechanical outcome of his pact with the devil. The seeds of decay are in his character from the first. In the true Aristotelian sense, he is blind to the actual implications of his action. This is the tragedy. His sensual pleasures override all other passions and blind him to the dreadful truth. The vision of hell and conceals the vision of absolute truth from the eyes of Faustus. Faustus is conscious of the weakness, but he has no control over his overriding desires. Was this the phase that launched 1,000 ships and burned the topless towers of Ilium? Sweet Helen, make me immortal with a kiss. Faustus, we realize, is doomed, far from being able to reach immortality. एक तरीके से देखें तो फोस्टस का पतन उसके डेविल के साथ किए गए समझौते के कारण नहीं हुए, बल्कि वह सांसारिक सुख और अलौकिक शक्ति हासिल करने में इतना अंधा हो गया था कि वो अपने किए हुए कामों का परिणाम क्या होगा उसे समझ नहीं पाया। और फोस्टस उसकी इस कमजोरी से सचेत था, लेकिन उसके वासनाओं पर उसका कोई नियंत्रण नहीं था, और इसलिए आखिर में फोस्टस बर्बाद हो जाता है और उसे इमॉर्टलिटी नहीं मिलती। Cathartic effect, the emotions of pity and fear. In the hands of Marlowe, Faustus acquires a spiritual greatness which wins him our sympathy, and at his death arouses that pity and terror which great tragedy demands. Faustus' summoning of Mephistopheles, his signing of the contract, his vision of Helen, and his final damnation are the outstanding scenes of the play, in which the medley of desire and fear, the poignancy of regret, the ecstasy and the terror are depicted with sureness and strength which give them a place among the greatest emotional situations in Elizabethan tragedy. Faustus's final monologue is unsurpassed in English drama in the expression of sheer agony and horror, as he cries with ringing despair, "Oh, I will live up to my God who pulls me down. See, see where Christ's blood streams in the firmament. One drop would save my soul, half a drop. Ah, my Christ." The tragic emotions of pity and fear at the plight of such a great man tugs at our heart. The tragedy achieves its climatic cathartic effect in Faustus' last trick, Mephistopheles. फोस्टस की अंतिम मोनोलॉग जिसमें वो निराश के साथ रोता है, उससे वो हमारी सहानुभूति जीतता है और उसकी मौत से पीटी और फियर क्रिएट होता है, जो कि एक ग्रेट ट्रेजेडी की मांग है। कंक्लूजन, Dr. Faustus is a tragedy of an aspiring intellect which seeks to pierce through to the center of all knowledge. Such ambition is doomed to failure because of its very nature, for man is a limited being. डॉक्टर फोस्टस एक एस्पायरिंग इंटेलेक्ट की ट्रेजेडी है जो सभी ज्ञान को हासिल करना चाहता था, लेकिन वो इस काम में कामयाब नहीं हो पाता क्योंकि मनुष्य बाय नेचर बहुत ही सीमित या लिमिटेड है। So with this we come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Like, share and comment, and don't forget to subscribe the channel to get more videos like this.